So, you're just starting out in eFootball and you're struggling to find your way around the game, improve your squad, and play better? Don't worry. I got you. In this video, I'll walk you through everything you need to know to go from beginner to pro. Starting from the game layout, how to improve your squad, how to earn and effectively spend eFootball coins, and how to improve your gameplay. I'll also give 3 important attacking and defending tips later on in the video, so watch till the end. Also, I'm just starting out on this channel, so if you find this helpful, a like and subscribe would mean a lot. Alright, let's start with the basics. The game layout. When you open eFootball, the first thing you'll see is the main menu. It might look overwhelming at first, but I'll simplify it real quick. At the top, you find Home, Mission, Shop, and Extras. These aren't really important, but what you should know is that the Extras tab is where you find game settings, download stadiums, and commentary for better graphics. And link your Konami ID so you don't lose your account. I'll make a separate video on how to link your Konami ID another time. When you're in the Home tab, at the bottom you find Match, where you play against eFootball AI and real players. More on that later. Next, you find Game Plan, where you build your squad. Here you can set tactics, formation, and substitutions. Next, My Team, where you find all your players and coaches. Then Contracts, where you sign new players and coaches. And finally, Daily Game, where you take penalties every day to get rewards. Before we go deeper, I just want to say, eFootball Mobile is hands down the best football game on mobile right now. The gameplay feels smooth, realistic, and way more tactical than most other games out there. If you're someone who loves smart, real-feeling football, you're in the right place. Now, let's talk about playstyles. This is where a lot of beginners get stuck, without even realizing it. eFootball has 5 main playstyles: possession game, quick counter, long ball counter, and out wide. Each playstyle affects how your team moves and builds attacks. So if you're someone who likes to keep the ball and build up slowly, possession is for you. But if you prefer fast, direct attacks, then quick counter or long ball counter will feel better. The key is to figure out how you like to play and then build your team around that. To set your team's playstyle, tap on Game Plan, then tap on your coach and go to Team Playstyle. Now that you have figured out your playstyle, the next step is to get a good coach. Coaches are really important in the game because they help boost your overall team rating by improving your players. A good coach enables your team play better, and depending on the coach, they can boost some player abilities on specific players. Some coaches can be bought with GP, but the best coaches are bought with coins. All good coaches cost 500 coins. So, you need to have at least 500 coins to get a coach. I'll teach you how to earn coins in a second. Note that when getting any coach, you need to consider your playstyle and sign coaches that have a high rating on your playstyle. A good coach and playstyle should be complemented with a suitable formation. So make sure you use a balanced formation that suits your playstyle. Alright, now let's talk about improving your squad. Whether you've got a few coins or none at all, there are solid ways to build a strong team. Let's start with coins. You earn eFootball coins by completing missions, logging in daily, and playing events. Events can be found when you click Match, where you can play against AI and real players. They always give 50 coins at PvP section every Thursday and Monday. So be sure to check for coins and collect as much as you can. Sometimes Konami even gives free coins during special campaigns. So always keep an eye out. When it comes to spending coins, you need to be very careful. Coins are the most valuable and expensive currency in the game. So spend wisely. I always advise to spend coins on players you feel your team lacks. This is very important to avoid wasting your hard-earned coins. When starting out, I always advise to save up enough coins to buy a player or team pack where you are sure of getting a really good player, instead of trying to spin for legendary players where your chances of getting good players are really slim. These packs can be found when you click Contracts, then Packs. These cost about 1,800 coins, or 1,500 coins, depending on the pack you want. Even if you don't have coins, don't worry. Free players are available from Player of the Week, POTW events, especially for beginner players, where you might have little to no coins and need to get good players. You can find Player of the Week events in AI event, where you play and get a free chance to spin for POTW cards. These are actually good cards when starting out in the game. Now that you've started building your squad, the next step is training your players to unlock their full potential. When you sign a new player, the first thing you need to do is to improve their level training. This is done by tapping level training, then auto-select. Also, they usually come with unassigned progression points. These points can be assigned manually or automatically. I use the automatic because they max out your overall player rating. POTW cards usually don't have these training options. Rather, their ratings decrease or increase relating to how the player performs in real-life football. Also, most beginners don't know about the additional booster crafting that levels up your player's ability. This gives them an extra skill and further boosts their overall rating. Not every player has this, but be sure to recognize and add them to the ones that do have them. This can be done by tapping on the player, then going to booster crafting, then adding one to the second slot. Sometimes you don't really get the required crafting for the player, so keep overwriting until you get your desired crafting. You can also train your players to have more skill and increase their position proficiency, making them able to play in more positions on the pitch. This can be done by tapping on the player, then going to position training, and add more position proficiencies to the player. These trainings require special tokens, which can be gotten by playing events and completing objectives. I usually max out my players by performing these trainings before I put them in my squad. Once you've leveled up your players and assigned progression points, make sure they fit well into your game plan. This means checking their position, roles, and chemistry with your team's playstyle. A highly rated player won't perform well if they're in the wrong position or don't suit your team's strategy. So, these are the basic, most important things a lot of beginners don't know in order to improve in the game. Let's do a quick recap of them. 1. Figure out your playstyle. 2. Get a good coach. 3. Earn eFOOTBALL coins by playing PvP matches and completing objectives. 4. Improve your squad by buying player packs and playing POTW events. 5. Train your players. Now, I said I was going to give gameplay tips to improve your gameplay, so let's get into that. Let's start with attacking tips. Use through balls wisely. Don't just spam them. Wait for your striker to make a run, then time the pass. Also, when a defender is out of position and tries to pressure you, exploit the gap he leaves behind using through passes. Quick 1-2 passes. Tap pass and flick your joystick immediately for the player to make a run, then pass the ball back quickly. This creates space and breaks tight defenses. master the finesse shot. Many beginners neglect this, but it is super useful when you're near the edge of the box or in a one-on-one situation. It adds curve and accuracy. This is performed by swiping the shoot button downwards. Another important thing is to learn how to perform skill moves. They level up your game, making you look like a pro, and opens up your game for more attacking opportunities. I've already made a video on the 4 most effective skill moves in the game, so do well to check it out. Now to defending tips. Don't rush tackles. Use matchup to contain attackers instead of charging in. This way, you keep your defensive shape and reduce the chance of getting dribbled by opponents. Switch defenders manually. Don't always rely on auto switch. Use the switch button to select the best defender to press. Also, know when to press and when not to avoid leaving gaps in your defense. Stop playing risky passes in your 18-yard box. It's always safer to clear the ball to avoid conceding goals. And finally, keep practicing. You'll only get better with more matches, testing formations, and learning from your mistakes. Watch how the top players move and adjust your strategy accordingly. For PvP matches, get a good internet connection to avoid lag and frustration. Trust me. Also, acknowledge the way you want to play and not just copy others, because everyone is doing so. In my next video, we'll be going through the possession game play style and important tips to improve your possession game as well. So, stay tuned for that. And if you found this video helpful, a like and a sub would really be appreciated.